Hello and welcome to this week's Spirit Level. Spirit Level is about where we talk about spirituality and spiritualism, and I can only speak through that through my eyes. And I wanted to put this recording together today after a very interesting spiritual and physical week that I've had. I've been sort of thinking for a while now, about all the things that I'm doing spiritually, where it's going, where it's leading me. As you know, that, I do a lot of work and a lot of teaching on Udemy, which has, for me been life-changing in so many ways. Not just, from the fact that now, I've got nearly 3,000 students, but the great thing about that is being able to amplify my thoughts on, if you like, the new evolution of the spiritual journey in spiritualism, and what does that mean, and being able to help others to connect, have that inner connection, have that connection with the earth playing with Mother Earth, and also the connection very much with the divine, and then using those connections together to bring together the opportunity to work directly with the spirit world has been huge. But what I wanted to do today was talk about my journey this week and where it's going and what I'm thinking is happening, and the importance and the need, if you like, for evolving from knowledge to wisdom. And that sounds, what is knowledge, what is wisdom? But for me, wisdom is the next level up from. So you've got information, you've got knowledge, and then you've got wisdom. And wisdom is taking those two bits and pieces. So you've got information, you turn that into knowledge, and then you give through the experiences through your wisdom, and being able to use those experiences and be able to talk through the tongue of wisdom is hugely important in terms of going forward for spiritualism. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get the information, turn that into knowledge for people so they can learn and understand, and then they practice and cultivate, and that allows them to come back then with their findings and their experiences through wisdom. And a lot of what I'm talking about now is that there's a lot of people out there who are working within spirituality and spiritualism. But I think for us to be able to really, become more aware, and for us to be able to raise our vibrations to the higher state of consciousness, which I believe we all need to be able to do to ensure that, we can, the world can be a better place, is that we need to still think about our ego consciousness. That ego inside us, which gives us that self-doubt, the fear, the wanting to get better for whatever reason, above you're just being able to the ability to sit in that awakened moment with yourself, with nature, or with the divine, and getting rid of some of those egos and getting rid of a lot of the emotions. I've been thinking a lot about emotions and feelings, and what's the difference between emotions and feelings. And for me, when you become aware of emotion and you can concentrate on an emotion, it diminishes. Conversely, if you become aware of a feeling, it heightens. And we need to build experiences through feelings. We want those happy feelings, those good feelings, those nice feelings, all of those positive connotations for us to be able to start to really awaken our higher consciousness and our spiritual selves. And we need to do this. We need to cultivate this to allow this to happen. Okay, so for me, some people say, what's the secret to awakening? I don't know whether there is one, but the one thing that I've learned, I've been at Glastonbury for the last twice in the last 5 days, and I'm going there and I'm thinking, I'm being taken here for a reason. What's the reason? I'm being shown this, I'm being shown that. Where am I going? Are these signs? Are these? And actually, it wasn't until I came back in the car yesterday that I realised I'd done it all wrong. And the message came through very loudly. I was listening to a podcast, and that, for me, the message was very, very succinct, and that is that we need to be able to rest in the creative mystery, which is uncertainty. I'll repeat that. We need to be able to rest in the creative mystery of the uncertainty. And the word that comes out of that, when I heard that statement, and I was driving back in the car and went, I've come back here twice and I've done lots of things, and it's been a wonderful experience for so many things. Going to the White Chalice, dropping into that water. Have a look at the White Springs in Glastonbury. There's water there, and you're very grateful to the princess of Avalon and all the rest of it. But there's another thing there. But it is about, I've done all that. It's amazing. But I was searching for something. I was looking for something. And what I found is the less we look, the more we see. And the ability to be able to rest in the creative mystery of uncertainty. So we're comfortable to surrender, to say, I'm okay here. I don't need to know what happens next. I don't need to answer all of my questions. All I need to be able to do is to create the evolution of my own spiritual story through connection with my inner self, through connection with the earth, and through connection with the divine. And it's our ability, and I believe our responsibility, to be able to create the next story in the human history, to one that is about connection and compassion, and then raise our level of consciousness to allow us to build a community. It's about going to the next level of consciousness. And I do feel sometimes, even me, and I'm practicing when I'm preaching, I feel sometimes that I'm not getting anywhere. Where am I going? And I heard another phrase the other day, which was, it's like shouting in a hurricane. That's sometimes how we feel. But we have to evolve with our wisdom, taking that information, turning it into knowledge, using that knowledge and creating wisdom is where this is. And if you think about stripping it out, and this is the final part about what I'm going to talk about in this spirit level, and for me it's about surrender, it's about trust, it's about love, it's about compassion, it's about connection, it's about all of these things. But for far too long in my life, I've learned skills, I've tried to build a corporate empire, to earn money, to buy stuff that I didn't need. And I'll leave you with that thought. I pushed myself to the limits to earn lots of money, to buy stuff that I didn't need. So, take two things out of it. Be able to rest in the creative mystery of the uncertainty. Don't push yourself too far to earn money to buy things that you don't need. And focus on your inner connection, your connection with Mother Earth and connection with the divine. And allow it to flow and be. And don't force it. That's this week's spirit level. If you like what I talk about, then great. Please like, share, comment. I'd love to know your thoughts about, what I've just said, and pop them in the comments. We need to evolve a new story of spirituality and spiritualism. I talk about putting the spirit back in it, but that's your inner spirit. That's the spirit of the earth. That's the spirit of the divine. Thank you. Let's raise these feelings, and let's work more on feelings and not worry so much about emotions, and let's try and cultivate ourselves to allow us to help the planet. Please subscribe, please like, share, comment. My website is julianjenkinsmedium.com. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comment section. It's a pleasure, as always, to speak to you. God bless you. Thank you very much. And as I speak, I hope you enjoyed the full harvest moon, because it was sheer beauty. God bless, be love and give love. Take care, bye-bye.